सम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः.
Okay. Now we all pray Maharshi Patanjali to bless us and the entire world with good health. Yogena chittasya padena vacham malam sarirasya cha vaidyakena yoparkarotum pravaram muninam patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi. I do namaskaram to Maharshi Patanjali, who blessed us with a great knowledge of yoga, Vyakarana, and also Ayurveda. Maharshi Patanjali says, Yogaha Chittavritti Nirodha, means through yoga sadhana, one can control their senses. In Bhagavad Gita, Yogacharya says, Karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. It means you have right to work only, no, but never think about its fruits. He says, is that easy for us? Can we do that easily? And also, he also says that yogastah kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya. So here also he is saying, Yogacharya is saying in Bhagavad Gita, you don't think about failures and successes. You just go and work. Don't think about whether you are going to win or lose. So is that easy for us? Don't know. But at the same time, and also finally, he says in Dhyana Yoga, tapasvibhyo adhiko yogi, jnanibhyo api adhikaha. So yogi is greater than tapasvins, yogi is greater than, superior than Jnanis, and yogi is superior than regular practitioners, whatever we are doing in our regular life. So you also try to be a yogi. So here, through Arjuna, Yogacharya giving us the same message. So if you become a yogi, you will be superior than the tapasvi, superior than the Jnani. So, in what way we can attain that stage? For that, we have to do the yoga sadhana. Through yoga sadhana only, we can get the stable mind, body, and soul. So, we have to be ready. We have to be practice this. And also in Yoga Vasishthyam, Vasishtha Maharshi says that, Vishnupriya madam? Vishnupriya madam, are you here? Sarveshu sukhadukkheshu sarvasu khalanasu cha manah kartru mano bhoktru manasam vidhimanavam. The mind is door and the mind is ether and the mind is, and man is mind for all pleasures and sorrows and fantasies. So to overcome all the things, one should practice the yoga sadhana.
మ్యామ్ ఇందాక
Vishnupriya madam, are you here?
ఎస్ మ్యామ్ ఇందాక హోస్ట్ అన్మ్యూట్ లో పెట్టారు.
Okay.
సారీ.
You please yoga vasishtya, please.
ఓకే మ్యామ్. సర్వేషు సుఖ దుఃఖేషు సర్వాసు ఖలనాసు చ మనః కర్తృ మనోభోక్తృ మానసం విద్ధి మానవం. It means that the mind is the doer, the mind is the eater, and man is the mind for all pleasures and sorrows and fantasies. Therefore, in order to control the mind monkey, the mind must be fed with powerful thoughts on a daily basis. Yoga is a great process that shows the way to avoid depressions, especially for young people. There is nothing unattainable in this world for one who has mastered the mind. So it is best for everyone to do yoga. Wishing you all of you once again International Yoga Day. Namaskaram. Over to Beverly ma'am.
Thank you, Mrs. Sridevi ma'am, Head Department of Chemistry, and Dr. Vishnupriya ma'am, Head Department of Telugu, for the wonderful recitation. I now welcome Dr. Meena Patange with a green greeting.
Beverly, shall I share the screen now?
Yes, ma'am. Please do, ma'am.
One second.
Beverly, could you please stop sharing and then Sridevi ma'am will be able to share.
Yes, ma'am. I've stopped sharing.
May I start?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can.
Please go ahead.
Is it visible now?
No.
Not yet, ma'am.
Now?
Yes, ma'am. It started.
Yes.
So, Beverly, start.
Yes, ma'am. Welcome to the program, ma'am. We are glad to have you here, ma'am.
Thank you, everyone.
I
Shall
now
I
request.
proceed?
Yes, ma'am. I request Meena Patange, Dean Administration, Head Department of Nutrition, to address the gathering.
Namaskar to everyone who is present today on the occasion of the International Yoga Day. This is being celebrated by St.Anne's College for Women, Hyderabad, as an online workshop, and this workshop is being conducted by the various departments of Hindi, Sanskrit, Telugu, NSS, as well as sports department of St. Anne's College. So I congratulate all the members and the coordinators of this program.
Thank you.
And a very big welcome. It's my privilege to welcome Yogacharya Shri Brijbhushan Purohit ji, who's the president of Indian Yoga Federation and senior vice president Telangana Yoga Teachers Coordination Committee, on to this platform, and to St. Anne's College for Women. Thank you so much, sir. आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है. As so much has been told to us about yoga and how what is its importance by Mrs. Sri Devi and Vishnupriya madam. As a simple a person not having so much knowledge of scriptures, and I also practice yoga. So what I basically understand is yoga is a very old, or what we call ancient Indian science, which integrates the wellness of mind, body, and soul. And as such, we have seen, I don't have extremely that much of knowledge to give a lot of time to yoga, but I only have seen in the last 1.5 year, as all of you also must have seen, the impact of yoga during this pandemic. So when I say it integrates the wellness of mind, body, and soul, we have seen the effect of practicing yoga on all the three in the last 1.5 year. So as we know that yoga, being bound at home and not doing much physical activity outside, and at the same time we have been so much worried, and our state of minds have, many of the people were not able to adjust to this kind of stress. And at the same time, we also know what is the impact the COVID infection will have on the primary organs of our body, that is lungs. So yoga, whoever has practiced, or we also have seen everywhere on the social media and internet platforms, how yoga people have started following. And we know that practicing the various pranayam, that is the breathing exercises, as well as the asanas, that is the physical exercises, has helped people in increasing their immunity levels to fight with this infection. That is the preventive aspect, that is the effect on the body. On the other hand, the breathing exercises that have been practiced and so widely publicized, what do? They have an effect on improving our lung capacity and have helped people in their increasing their SpO2 levels during the COVID infection, as well as in totally getting rid of the outside oxygen supply or supplementation very quickly once they are recovering. And apart from this, for people who were definitely, I am sure 80% of us, the youngsters, as well as adults and old people, it was so difficult to be bound within the four walls of our homes. So the mental health also has been, yoga gives us a focus. Yoga centers our well being. Therefore, practicing yoga in terms of both asanas and definitely the pranayams have helped numerous or scores of people all around the country as well as the world. So this is just an example of how yoga is important for holistic health. So today's topic is very, very apt. And once again, I welcome Yogacharya Brijbhushan ji to this platform, who is going to enlighten us more about yoga. I can see around 200 participants in the group. So whoever has been practicing yoga definitely knows its advantages, as I do personally. I'm telling with my own experience, as well as people who have joined to learn a little bit more of yoga will also be able to understand better when an exponent or an expert like Yogacharya Brijbhushan Purohit ji is going to talk to us and demonstrate. Definitely, I'm sure they have in their plan a demonstration of certain pranayams as well as asanas. So thank you very much, all of you, all the participants, for being here. And I'm sure by the end of this program, you will be a little more richer in your knowledge about yoga and how you can maintain your health and well-being in the days, months, and years to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for taking your time out of your busy schedule and addressing this gathering, ma'am. Thank you so much for addressing this.
Pleasure.
I now request Mrs. Ramya, Head Department of Sports, to introduce the speaker, Yogacharya Brij Bhushan Purohit. Over to you, Ramya.
Good afternoon, everyone. On this great evening, I'm very much privileged to introduce Yogacharya Brijbhushan Purohit sir as our resource person. Sir have more than 38 years of experience in yoga at Gandhi Jnana Mandir, Yoga Kendra, Hyderabad, Sri Hanuman Vyayam Shala, and many other renowned institutions. Since childhood, Sir passionate in developing the science and arts of yoga, and he specialized in healing, treatment of asanas, breathing problems, allergies, and diabetics. Handled, cured, and increased lifespan of patients suffering from chronic ailments like asthma, cancer, and other diseases. And he's also expert in yoga nidra, pranayam, and meditation techniques proficient in therapeutic treatments to the patients through asana, pranayam, and kriyas. And he is also an excellent teaching, counseling, and demonstration skills. And he also conducted many workshops, classes, yoga sessions for corporate. And he also organized many programs like National Yoga Championship, National Yoga Conference seminars, summer camps, cultural programs, mass yoga camps, etc. And his sir successfully conducted teachers training classes for more than 60 batches. And he also lectured, demonstrated, and trained out of more than 75,000 school children. And he also coached and counseled more than 2 lakhs people in all walks of life. Sir is presently working as president of Indian Yoga Federation, and he's also a chairman of technical committee and referees board IYM, and he's also a general secretary of Telangana Yoga Association, and he's a president of Hyderabad District Yoga Association, and he's also a member of Olympic Association of Telangana, and he's a secretary of AP and Vishwa Yoga Vidyapeeth, recognized by SBTET Government of TS. And he's the president of Namaste India Foundation and director of Namaste India School of Yoga. And he's a coordinator of Swami Vivekananda District Yoga Wellness Center under the Ministry of F&W Ayush Department through MDNIY, New Delhi till the date 2017. Sir has 10 years experience at Gandhi Jnana Mandir Yoga Center from the year 1982 to 2001. And he also have experience in Sri Hanuman Vyayam Shala from 2001 till the date. And it is electricious list goes on. Hello. Therefore, I welcome Sir with a green greeting. I now request Sir to take over the session.
Namaste to all of you. A very good afternoon. Thank you for a very nice opportunity for us to be with you all. A great institution. The St.Ann's College is a well-known institution. I know that institution since last more than 30-40 years because we had an one yoga center just opposite to the St.Anne's College way back in 1980s. So from that time I knew that institution and I was associated with your organization a few years back, particularly into the inter-university yogasanas competitions and inter-college yogasanas competitions. And many of the students those who participated at the national level, in university level competitions, even the open national level from yours college. It was a great thing that college, which is a very disciplined college, and it has introduced the yoga also as a part of a activities in your for the students. I once again thank you all for giving us this chance to share our knowledge on this great system of ancient India. Today, being an international day of yoga, as we all already know that declared as an international day by the United Nations General Assembly in way about 2014. Our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, when he proposed to the UNO that there should be a yoga day, and readily it was accepted. And this proposal, actually, it was a very fast proposal which was accepted by the UNO. Within 2 or 3 90 days, I think it was accepted, and more than 175 or 176 countries throughout the world, without any objection, they all agreed to have the International Day of Yoga. And the committee and all that, they have suggested the day 21st June. The purpose of selecting this day was actually because this 21st June has a longest day in the year, as we all know, as per the science. And the yoga is such a knowledge which dawns the light on us. It gives the light. As we say, Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya. Let us, please, God, lead us from the darkness to the light. So that's why this day was selected. Later on, from 2015, this day is being observed throughout the world, and everyone is celebrating this yoga day. And throughout the world, we can see many countries, they participate with lot of enthusiasm, and the whole world is after yoga. Yes, yoga plays a great role in the lives of every person. Now, coming to this subject, today when Sridevi ma'am called me, because many of our students are of your college, one Miss Anupama, she has passed out her degree from the college. She is also a very good participant. She took part in the national level inter-university competitions and many other such competitions in asanas. And my aim was to train such a younger generation, young minds, particularly girls. I am very fond of them, that they should learn the yoga properly. Because one of my teachers or gurus, Swami Satyanandaji Saraswati of Bihar School of Yoga, from that tradition, our Gurujis, they belong. In that tradition, he once, in way back 1985, I used to hear from him when we were there in program in Amaravati, Maharashtra. He came over there when he was addressing to the people about yoga. He used to say one thing in that his speech, and I remember it was registered in my mind till today. He used to say that this yoga should be a part of life of a girl child. एक महिला के जीवन में योग का महत्व होना चाहिए. Why? Because a girl from the childhood till the last day of the breath of their life has lot of changes and so many difficulties and all that they have to face, the lot of changes in their life. A girl has to become a mother. She has to give a birth to a lot of a new citizens for this whole world, we can say, for the society. And that is a great job which they have to take care. And if that body of a women is not proper, then they suffer a lot in many ways. And he used to say, मैं तो ये जन्म में सन्यासी हूँ. अगर इस जन्म में मुझे कोई जन्म मिलता है, if I get a birth and if I used to marry, किसी को मैरिज करना है तो जैसे हम बोलते हैं लड़की को 32 गुण वाली लड़की होना है, 32 qualities. He used to say that it is, if there is yoga, then is 32 qualities. If yoga is not there, it is 31 if she has all other. Why? Because everything depends in a nice health of a woman. Naturally, not men also. Men also is very important, but here women we are talking. And particularly the St.Ann's Women's College, most of the members will be women here, and women is considered as a mother in our culture. In Indian culture, never there was anything problems on the women. You go to through the history, always it has been given a highest place. Mata Saraswati kahiye, Mata Jai Amba kahiye, or the Janani, Jagat Janani. In any way, it has a great place to play a role into our lives. Only in the medieval periods where there was a less knowledge or something, there was atrocities or the proper some problems with the women. But otherwise, till today also, we respect them as a mother, and mother has a great role to play. Coming to the health part, the yoga, as our one of our staff members, they have recited from the Bhagavad Gita, from Yoga Vasishta. Yes, these are all the texts which are the standard texts which explain about the highest goals of yoga. Now, what is yoga? Simply, the word meaning is to join, just to make something to put together or make anything to join together, union, uniting. So many meanings are there. But finally, what? Actual purpose of the yoga is to make ourselves, that is, who am I, that also we should know. Ourself means our Atma, or whatever we call the soul. It has to go and join with the Supreme Soul. Now, Atma, Paramatma, Ekikarana, Yoga, we say. But now at present, if we are for a layman, if we say yoga is Atma, Paramatma, nobody will be understanding, nobody will agree for that, because we don't know what is Atma, what is Paramatma, we don't understand practically, and that thing. So that's why the yoga starts at your physical level first. Because to understand all these things, one has to start understanding your own physique, your own anatomy, your own body. This body is a greatest gift given to us by the God or nature, whatever you call. Body is the one of the important part through which only everything is possible. Bhagavad Gita says, Sharira Madhyam Khalu Dharma Sadhanam. Why? Body is the only tool for all the active dharma sadhanam. Here, dharma, please don't take it in Sanskrit. Dharma is not related to any religion. Dharma is something word in Sanskrit, sadharyate dharma, which holds it. Like we say manav dharma, ahimsa dharma, ahimsa parmo dharma, like that. Or what is the duty, righteousness, that is dharma. It is nothing to do with the casteism, whatever you call Hindu, Muslim religions or anything. They doesn't have anything to relate that. Means whatever we want to do as a human beings, that is dharma. Now, first dharma, the first birthright of a human being is, it is a birthright that you should be healthy. Now, I would like a question from all of you. In the last, you can ask me, how many of you are healthy? some cameras I can see how many of you can raise your hand and say I'm healthy. Generally, most of us, we may say, we may not say. Hum arogya, I am swastha hai. But if you go into the word Sanskritam swastha, you should understand the meaning. It has a lot of meaning behind it. Swa plus tha. Swayam mein sthit hone wala swastha. You should be stable in yourself, steady in yourself, then you are healthy. Steady in ourself means it is a great meaning. You have to go back to your own nature. What is our nature? We don't know. Most of us, we don't. The true nature. What is our true nature? True nature of whom? I am saying I. Who is that I? Generally, we think this body as I, this mind as I, but it is not so. Because in general terms also, I say it is my body. I say it is my mind. Nobody says I am mind. Nobody says I am body. In English generally, मैं मन मैं शरीर कोई नहीं बोलता, मेरा मन मेरा और मैं में बहुत फर्क. So coming back to that topic, just a small PPT presentation. I think I have a small presentation is there. So in that presentation, just I would like to go through the some points, because if I go on talking in a just fluent way, it will take long time to understand. So are you able to see the screens?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's visible.
So the subject today what we have taken up is the yoga for holistic health. So let me complete that sentence. What is health? Swastha. In Sanskritam, it is swastha. Swayam mein sthit hona. In simple language, in English, we can say independent. And independence is our birthright and all that. This all we know from Balagangadhar Tilak and all that. So many generally when we fought for our Indian independence. Every person wants to be independent. Is it we don't want? We want. We want independence. But what is that independence? We don't understand. So, swayam mein sthit hona. If you are depending on somebody, you are not healthy. If you have a headache, you are depending on tablet, or you are depending on some doctor, you are depending on so many other things, then it is you are not healthy. World Health Organization gave one definition a few years back only, but our cultures, Ayurveda shows a long back, thousands of years back. Charaka and Vagabhatta, very great rishis, those who have given the Ayurveda. There is another definition. Here, what WHO says, health is not mere absence of disease. It is the complete well-being of a man, physically, mentally, socially, and spiritually. Four factors have been added there. One has to be full aware and they should be well-being of physical health. Most of the people they take wrong. बहुत अच्छा है, is a very nice person and all that, handsome and all, but that doesn't have only health. It is a very small part. Whole health, if you consider, it is a like a iceberg. Many of you know what is an iceberg. A iceberg which floats on the water. You see a very small part of iceberg on the water, above the water, and major portion of that iceberg, you see the pictures, you go to the Google and most of you have idea. जो major portion it is under the water. Small portion which is you are seeing outside. Same thing with the mind also. Mind also we have conscious mind and subconscious mind. The conscious mind which is outside, it is also just like a iceberg which is showing above the water. the 10% of it we can say. The 90% of our mind is subconscious mind which lies inside. Like that, these all factors has to be considered. Then you are healthy. In Ayurveda, it says samadosha, samagnischa, samadhatu, malakriyaha, prasanna atma indriya manaha. That way it is said into the Ayurveda. आयुर्वेद में जो है this definition समदोषः समाग्निश्च समधातु मलक्रियाः प्रसन्नात्मेन्द्रिय मनः स्वस्थ इत्यभिधीयते. What does it say? Samadosha. I won't go in a very detailed explanation because it takes long time to explain each of these words. Coming to the samadosha in Ayurveda, dosha is the word used not for idli dosha. Many people they take mistake because jokingly our one of our teacher explains that it is a formula to prepare a dosha. It is not a formula of a dosha because if you compare some words, it is like that only. Samadosha, that is plain dosha. Samagnischa, it should have the fire which should be not more or less. Samadhatu, it should be on the plain pan. Some malakriya, you have to clean all the things. Then prasannatmendriya manaha, you have to sit nicely and eat dosha. It's not like that. Somebody jokingly has translated, but it's not so. Samadosha here, dosha is vata, pitta, kapha. There are three items which are there in our body. They have to be balanced. Then we are healthy. Samagnischa, Agni is of another word which has lot of meanings. There are 13 types of Agnis which are present into our body. Here Jataragni, the digestive fire should not be more or less. Then next, Samadhatu is the seven elements formed by after eating. The Rasa, Rakta, Mamsa, Meda, Asti, Majja, so many items like that. They all should be in the balanced equilibrium condition. If your bones are there, they should be equilibrium. Everything should be equilibrium, then you are healthy. Then Malapriya, your excretory system has to function properly. You should not have too much dysentery, you should not have constipation, you should not have too much urination, you should not have stopping of urine. Like that, so many things, excretion of your body should be function. Then Prasanna Atma Indriya Manaha. Prasanna means happy. Your Atma, your Indriya, there are Dasa Indriyas, and Manaha, mind, always 24 hours happy, then you are healthy. So here in this PPT, what I have decided, just I gave you the first thing is your what is yoga. Now, yoga already, as I told, literally it means union. But what is that yoga? Yoga has many definitions. Yoga is a science of sciences. Yoga is a science of perfection towards perfection. Yoga is a science of evolution, that evolved state of our human beings. That is yoga, where you can evolve to highest levels. Yoga gives you that direction, that state of health also, because we are considered now with the health, to that direction, in that where you reach the perfect state. And what is perfection? The 100% perfect, no altered state, where the Atma and Paramatma only will be there. All other things which are there, they are all ever changing. There should not be any change, because change is the order of the whole universe. But Atma, Paramatma, they don't change, they remain same. So reaching that stage is yoga. Now, coming to our system of the body, and actually coming to the word holistic health. The holistic health, actually it has been defined as a positive, peaceful, and caring. The attitudes expressed towards the us and towards the people and circumstances around us. This is the one definition which was given by some great persons. Holistic word also comes from a Greek word which means a total whole. Here in holistic health, We don't deal with the symptoms. We don't deal with the just disease, which disease we have. We have to deal to the root cause of the disease. The holistic medicine covers the multiple therapeutic approaches, basically everything from Alexander technique to yoga. Their patients, they will take from regular basis, they will go into the deeper state and emphasize on the eliminating the cause of disease rather than treating it the symptoms. So here, health, as I said, if you go to the four factors, one factor is your physical health, second factor is your mental health, third is your social health, fourth one is the spiritual health. Now, what are the points we have to take up before I go to the respiratory system? Because the current pandemic situation, it involves your respiratory system, which we know all of us. Because I have to connect a little about that, and then we'll go to a practical session also. I have a practical session for all of you. You can take part in that on this occasion of the International Yoga Day. A small protocol which was actually designed by the government of India, but we have made it in a short way. We will make it to you for you to practice and keep and have an experience of it. Now, coming to your first requirements of all these health, the prevention of the disease is stressed more in the holistic healthcare. Now, if you want a holistic health, prevention is first. Now, after coming corona or any other disease, you have to take treatment. That's okay. But here, the prevention of the disease is very important in the holistic healthcare. Then don't take your health granted. We, most of us, we take it our health as a granted. That's why we don't care for that. And after getting any disease, is just like a saying in our Indian culture also. जब प्यास लगे जब कुआं खोदो, हिंदी में बोलते हैं. That is, treating someone who is already ill is like beginning to dig a well after you have become thirsty. So it's not like that. You have to go from preventive part. Now, what you have to do for physical health? For physical health, exercises are very important. A proper nutrition has to be given to the body. You have to manage your stress. Nowadays, stress management very important, because everything, actually stress is required for the body. So stress management, plenty of water you have to take it, adequate sleep has to be there, and relaxation should be there. You should need a select. I'll try to include all these small items into our practical module. And naturally, the food plays a great important role, because according to Ayurveda, there are four pillars: ahara, nidra, brahmacharya, and vyayama, exercise, and proper adequate sleep. You should have proper sleep also. Most of us now, we have become in such a situation. Most of us, we are sleeping after 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. No. Before 12 o'clock, 2 hours of sleep is more equal than 5 hours sleep after 12. So, sleep before 12. Most important time, 9 to 10 o'clock or so. And get up early in the morning, which gives a nice effects to your body. Then you should have a good food, sattvic ahara. The sattvic food, it has another big saying. I won't go in detail now with that. Coming to your mental health, reading is important. Good books, good literature, visualization. You should always have positive thoughts and positive visualization in your mind. Then you should have the constant positive thinking. Negative thinking will spoil your mental health. And just psychologically, it is just to have a healthy means, it's not so. More than that, it has to go more deeper into the mind levels. And then for social health, service, empathy, psi energy, and intrinsic security. These are the some points which you should have for your social health. And for spiritual health, you should have value, clarification, commitment, study, and meditation. So just I gave an idea what is required for the health. Now going to the mainly to our physical health. The respiratory system, as you all know, just now a screen which is showing in front of you. Respiratory system consists of your nasal, and from there the pharynx and larynx, and then your windpipe, which divides into the the two parts, that is bronchi, bronchus, and then bronchioles, and then air sacs, that is the alveoli. Now this is all the system how your breath goes. Now the current pandemic situation also, you should see that your breath goes only through the nose, nasal passage, not through the mouth. Only few exercises we do in pranayama and all that. Apart from that, all the breath should go from your nostrils, because nose has lot of mountains and valleys and such has been arranged by the God for more surface area. We are having another session at 5 o'clock. If you are interested, we will be sending after the session the link. You can join if you are available, if you are convenient. A very good session on breathing only, breath works, by one of the doctor who is an anesthesiologist from Delhi. So here I will not go in detail. The breathing should be from nose. Very good signs of breathing is through nose. It should be silent. It should not be jerky. It should be very slowly. It has to go. The breathing in and out should be in 1:2 ratio. These are all some principles which you have to take. So now coming to the breath part, you will be having, now if you go to the breathing part, there is a cycle of breathing in and out. How the correct breathing is to be done, I'll demonstrate. At that time, you can go through this in your mind. The exhalation and inhalation, in what way you have to do. You have to use your diaphragm particularly. Most of us, we don't use diaphragm. We do the breathing from chest. We have to do from abdomen. Abdominal breathing or diaphragmatic breathing is very important in this one. So you have to connect with the outside environment. You have to make that whole air has to go into your inside. It is not only air which is entering your body, it is prana according to yoga, which enters, that is energy, into your body. Next, you have the holistic yoga, means here creating or restoring the nation of body and mind. So it is your whole lifestyle actually, and it includes all spiritual practices like meditation, breathing techniques, and chanting, and so many. And these are all the things which I already explained. You should have positive and peaceful and caring attitudes towards the us and towards the people and circumstances around us. Then concept of health already I gave you in the beginning. It is a Greek word which means complete and refers the holistic practice. Then physical, mental, and spiritual health, which I already just now explained what are the requirements we need for the physical health and mental health and spiritual health. And then the next part is the integrated approach of yoga therapy. Here I won't go in much detail now. The first thing is you should understand your anatomy of the body. According to yoga, there are 5 koshas. We have 5 bodies. We are not only just this body what you are seeing. We have one is this body which is called as Annamaya kosha, the food sheath. There is another body which is inside, which is called as Pranamaya kosha, that is the called as vital sheath or energy sheath. There is another kosha which is called as the Manomaya kosha, the mental sheath, the mind. Behind that there is a intellectual body, that is intellectual sheath. Behind that there is a Anandamaya kosha, the blissful sheath. All these 5 has to be treated. If you have a problem, actually your problem starts from your mental body, Manomaya kosha. All diseases, the Yoga Vashishta says, the main reason for illness is your mind. Any disease is mind. Sir, virus, corona, I say it is also mind. Corona will attack if your mind is very weak, and most of the people, they are getting a panic in this situation and losing lives. We have seen the very pitiful situation. Only listening about corona positive, some people died. The people, those who are going to the hospital and for want of oxygen, they are getting panic, and that is increasing the trouble and making the risking of the lives. So this is all which I wanted to share in a small way to you, how we can cut it into this all these things in a practical way. What yoga can give you, how you can come out of all these problems. Particularly, you need a total immune system strong, and your immune system is strong if your subconscious mind is strong. And what is subconscious mind is not a subject today. It's a great subject which has lot of powers. All the powers, they lie with your subconscious mind. Our conscious mind is just 10%. It is Aladdin and Genie, we say, like that. So we have to train our subconscious mind, and that is possible only through the some techniques which are done through the practices which we have into yogic system. And this whole yoga of 2-3 thousand years, which was systematized by Maharshi Patanjali. Patanjali was there at that time. And that's why that prayer, yogena chittasya padena vacham malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena yopakarottam pravaram muninam patanjalim pranjali ranatosmi, which was recited in the beginning. Yes, that great person who has given 3 works. One work he has given for the physical body, Ayurveda. It is said like that. For your speech, in those days, Sanskrit grammar. Third one is for your mind, Chitta Vidya is Yoga Vidya. And it is science of all science, because everything comes from mind. All sciences from mind of some human body, some human being. For mind, there is only yoga. There is no other science which can control the mind. And our Manushanam manameva karanam bandhanam mokshaya, Yoga Vasistha says. For a man, mind is the cause for bondage and mind is the cause for liberation. Just like if your the clothes or your leg got dirty into a mud, and how do you clean it? With water, fresh water. The water is the reason, because the mud it came and it touched your feet. The water, fresh water will be the only reason to clean it. Same way, your mind is the cause for all problems. Mind is also cause for removing those problems. So with this, a small module, let us go to a practical session. Some of our students will be demonstrating in front of you. You try to follow them. I'll give the instructions. If you are ready with your mats, better. Or if you are on the chair anywhere, whatever possible you do. Some of the techniques you can do on the chair itself. With this, I think any questions, if you have anything arising in your mind, please note it. And lastly, we will have an interactive session where you can have the answers from all these things. Now, let us start a practical session for your on this occasion of the International Yoga Day. Actually, it is a module designed by the government of India also. There they have included some loosening movements of the joints and body. Then they have the asanas part, which are also divided into 4. That is standing, sitting, prone lying, and supine lying. Then goes to the little breathing exercises, and some breathing exercises which will be helpful in this such situation. Just I'll give that. They are just very small 1 or 2 minutes exercises. Then going to a little concentration part, the meditation part, and lastly the with the prayer will end that. So coming back to this, practically you just observe them and try to do. Come. नहीं तो आप इधर आइए, कैमरा थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे पूजा. Yes, sir. Now you can see, I think it is clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Now actually these exercises you can do sitting also, you can do standing also. So they will show standing. You can just see them and try to follow them. First exercise is for your neck joints. And these are all common exercises which you may be doing. But here only the difference in yoga will be that we will be concentrating with the mind and putting your mind with the yoga asanas or any exercises which are related to yoga. Now this is Sukshma Vyayama. We call it as a yogic Sukshma Vyayama. Sukshma is the small. Vyayama is the exercise, but yogic exercise. Yoga means to join. Put your mind on what you are doing. Involve yourself. So what you have to do is turn your head right. They are turning the head right side totally. Left, right side, left side. I'll be giving a small module, so I'll go a little faster also. And then center. Now bring the head down. Second exercise. Up. Only spondylitis patients don't bring more down. Down again. Up. Vertigo and spondylitis, those who are having, don't do too much down. Then up, down. This is second. Third exercise, bring your ear to the right shoulder, to your left shoulder, again to your right side. Breathing is normal throughout the practice. Again left. I am making 2 or 3 times. You can do for 5 to 7 times each of this when the time is more. Relax. Fourth exercise is a circular movement to your head and neck. You have to rotate your head totally from right side up, totally goes to the left and bring it down. Then reverse action, totally move it full and bring it down. Again, you have to make it round, circular movement and bring down. That way, you have to make it full big circle. Once in clockwise, once is anti-clockwise. These 4 exercises basically, there are many more when we go to therapeutical approach or any pain or something like that. Relax. Next is your shoulder part, shoulder joints. These are all synovial joints, which are freely movable joints, which give a free movement to your body, because synovial joints only they get the problems in the life, like knee pains or shoulder pains or anything. Move your shoulders round now. With your hands straight, make the fist better, thumbs inside, and rotate your shoulders. 3 to 4 times now you do, 3 to 4 times in a reverse direction. Try to rotate. Relax. Next, you have to keep your hands on shoulders. These are all exercises mostly in physical exercises or PT you may be doing, but doing in a very slow and smooth way. Join the knee, elbows, rotate fully. Breathe in up, breathe out down, breathe in up, breathe out down. Like that 2 or 3 times, then reverse 2 or 3 times. All these movements, you may say what is going to happen? This will make those joints freely movable. Any stiffness will be removed, particularly the frozen shoulders, the chest disorders, breathing problem. This is exercise good for your lungs, I am saying. Prevention of corona, many such problems related to lungs. Relax. After this, take your hands to the sides. Stretch your arms as if somebody is pulling your arms out. Stretch, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, and go up. Maximum stretch in your arms. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Stretch your hands to your fingers also and bring down. Again, take a deep breath. Long and deep breathing, stretching up. And again, slowly breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, and bring down. Relax. Once last time do. Inhale, slow, 90 degree, then 100, then 120 degree, then 130, 160, then 180. Stretch up, breathe in. Till that you have to breathe in. Now 180, from there 170, 160, 150, then one like that slowly 135 and then 120, then 100, then 90, then like that slowly, slowly, slowly down. Totally relax. Deep breathing here. Keep your legs separate, hands open. This is the standing relaxation Shithila Tadasana. Yes. Now, next part we will go for waist. Nadumu. Keep your hands on the waist. Bend your body to the right. Bend your body to your left. Fully stretch on the sides, the side of your waist. I'm showing you a simple exercises for even a person who is a aged person, not having a proper flexibility, stiffness in the body. They can also do. Even sitting on the chair also sometimes you can do hands, you can place it little on the sides and do the movement. So continuous long working hours you can become free out of that, the waist and back pain. Now twist on the right and left twisting. You move your waist. Even sitting on the chair, you catch off hold of your one part on the side of the chair and twist. Then another part of your chair you can catch and you can do the twisting. Relax. Now, next part we will go for knees. Join the legs or a small gap. Raise your arms in front and make a chair of your body. Utkatasana, the squatting pose. Bend your body from the knees. You have to bend like a chair. Stay there for some time. Stay there for some time. Relax. This strengthens your knee joints, knee problems. Now hands on the waist and raise your heels up and down, your ankles and heel joint, heel pain. Small exercises which help you a lot. Do it. Now relax them. Now few asanas I'll add which will be very helpful for everyone. Tadasana. First is the palm tree posture, like a small long tree, like a coconut tree. You take your hands front, interlock your hands, and then turn it upward above the head and stretch your whole body. Let your heels are getting stretched from heels till your whole body is stretched up. Maximum stretching. Be there for some time. Stretch. Wherever you are, you do. Then only you will feel the change. Release. Whatever possible, if you are able to do, that will give a lot of help for you. Because if I lot of lecture about the swimming and then I say, come on, swim, it is not possible. Till you go into the water and do the swimming, then only it is you will know what is difficulty. Here also same thing. Now, another asana which you can balance your body is Vrikshasana. Take your one leg and slowly place it on the thigh, side of the thigh, inside the thigh, and let your heel is more near to the perineum and press it. Other leg you press on the floor. They one leg standing. Now hand sides, turn the hands, then go up with the Namaskara mudra. Stretch it full. You have to make it full stretching. Keep your body stretched up totally. Stretch nicely. Breathe in or breathe out or normal breathing. This is a balancing posture. It improves your balance, brain, your nervous system, everything to balance properly. To balance, you have to look at one point in front. Now release slowly. Remove your hands. Bring down slowly. And then place your leg on the floor. Same thing to be done on the other side to balance. Try how much is possible, whatever you can do, it will be nice. This asana gives your concentration levels improvement. Gradually, this asana is a test for your concentration, balance of your body. Now, eyes are fixed. As you go on practicing 1 month, 2 months, you have to close your eyes and stay. You see, it's not so easy. You will lose the balance. Then slowly return and relax. Breathe out. Rest for a while with a standing, legs are separate, hands open, deep breathing, long deep breathing. We should become deep breathers. We are all shallow breathers. Now, we will go for the sitting postures. Some sitting asanas. Just to sit down, all of you. Take your legs in front. After keeping your legs in front, join both the feet and bring it near to the perineum. It becomes a butterfly posture. Butterfly asana or titili asana. Purna titili asana, the full butterfly we say. There is a half butterfly when you do with one leg. Now start moving your knees up and down. A common posture everywhere you can see. Try to move your hips, hip joints and knees, knee joints totally. Backbone is straight. Keep your spine straight. Now this asana improves your lower limbs, improves your actually the internal organs, the excretory and reproductory organs. It has a lot of effect on it. Now stop this, press your knees downward and keep your spine straight. You may not get now, by gradual practice. And practice is abhyasa. The Patanjali Maharshi says about abhyasa. Satu dirghakala nairantarya satkara sevito drudha bhumihi. That is, if you do the regular Satu dirghakala for long time, nairantarya, no, without stopping, no gap, disciplined, then satkara sevito, very important word has been added. You should not force it. If you do something forcefully, it will not accept your mind. So satkara sevito, drudha bhumi, it becomes firm. This practice. Relax. Now bring out your legs. Next asana is the Vajrasana. You have to fold your legs and sit on them. Now this asana, you can see when you are sitting like this, most of you know it, our normally namaz posture we can say. In that position, sit after meals compulsory. Minimum 5 to 10 minutes, whatever possible. You can see TV, talk or anything. Just sit like this. Now in this, a back bending and front bending will do two postures. These all two are also good again for lungs. They are good for your improvement of your breathing capacity also. Put your hands on the waist. Raise your body on your knees. Raise your body. If possible now, try to bend your back. Balance on knees. Balance nicely. Return. This expands your chest area. Again, breathe in. You can keep some gap between the knees for balancing. If you are a good practitioner, keep them together. Now those who can do, finally you can catch your legs down. Even legs you can say on toes also. This is Ustrasana, a very beautiful, nice posture. Way back in 1984, this asana was being researched in the space where the Rakesh Sharma went there, and Indira Gandhi asked her how you are maintaining. He said, I did Ustrasana, and work was done on heart functions. So this asana is important for your heart, lungs, and your breathing problems. Release, relax. You have to stay for a few seconds and come back. Sit down. Now, next posture is a front bending. You have to separate your knees a little, open up. Keep your hands in the front in between the knees. And try to stretch out your hands front. धीरे 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 सामने लेकर चले जाए. Try to go down, whatever possible. You may not be having such flexibility immediately, but try as much as possible. This improves your digestion, your flexibility of the spine, and your hip joint area. Relax. Slowly come back. Shashankasana, the rabbit posture. Now remove your legs. Relax them. Now a nice twist we will give to our body. Keep your legs separate little. Hands you put it on the sides. Palms facing front. Now bring your right hand to the left toe. Try to catch it, if not your ankle, and see that your spine is straight. Your whole body is twisted back, and look at the other hand back side. You see, there is a nice twist given to your spine here. So whole of the vertebral column gets a nice twist. Return. Then other side. You have to do the other side. This way, same twisting, nice twist you can give. A maximum twist can be provided to your body, any flexibility. Release, breathe out, rest, and keep your hands back and rest with your head up. Raise your head up, long deep breaths, slowly in and out. Always see that your abdomen up and down, up and down. Now, two asanas we will show you again for your chest region and all backaches particularly. You have to borla barkondi, that is lie down on your chest, prone lying posture. First one is the Makarasana. You can see that Makarasana, the crocodile posture. Now in this, legs are apart, your hands are below the face, just relax. Now slowly join the legs. Take your hand slowly at the side of your chest below the shoulders. Elbows are pointed up. Bhujangasana, that is the cobra posture. Slowly raise your upper body. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, not full, half only. Your elbows are near to the body. Head is more raised back, up to navel, up to navel. Up to navel you have to raise. Stay there. Stay there. Very good asana for spondylitis, back spondylitis, your lumbar spondylitis. Relax. Breathe out. This is also very good for your lungs, where you get the stretch. Backache and lungs both. These are all simple postures one can do by your own also. Simply doing like that. If you want to do particularly anything, take guidance of some teacher. Join the legs. Another asana, now you have seen this portion was working. Now the lower back has to work. For that, bring your hands back below the thighs or side of the thighs. Chin on the floor. Actually, you have to raise your both the legs up. Raise up, raise up. If not possible, one leg. Do with one leg. So your lower back, this point gets a good stretch and flexibility. Release. Shalabhasana it's called as. Now, just turn your body and sleep. Turn your body and sleep, which is called as Shavasana. It is called as Shavasana. Keep your body just loose, free. And one more last posture I am showing for the today's session. This simple postures you can include into your practices, minimum that much. That is around 15 to 20 minutes practice. Minimum practice I am saying. If you spend 1 or 2 hours is best, but minimum 1 hour. Out of that, sometimes if you don't have any time, you can spend for 20 minutes at least. Now fold your legs, join them, fold and bring near. This is also an important asana, again working on your backache, your spine, and again chest also. You have to catch hold of your ankle or keep it on the floor. Lift your trunk up, breathe in and make your arch of your spine. This is the arch which you have to make. Total big movement, a total movement of your spine. Release slowly down. Rest and then fold your legs and press it on the abdomen. Lumbar stretch, we can say. There you got upward. This way you will get the front bend. Pavanamuktasana. This is Pavanamuktasana, pressing your abdomen area. Breathe in and slowly stretch your legs out. Go back to the Shavasana and take rest. I told relaxation. Yes, you can relax nicely in Shavasana, not just thinking anything else. Focus on your breathing. I am showing here some breathing techniques. A small technique I'll show you. The breathing is always see that keep your hand on the abdomen and see that abdomen is raising up. Keep your hand on the abdomen and see abdomen goes up, breathe in, abdomen goes down, breathe out. Belly breathing, not with a force, not with any stress. It should be very comfortable, but total inhale, total exhale. This you practice, all of you. Now you can better practice this for your strengthening diaphragm. What we can do is you can keep some weight here. 1 kg salt packet. then do up and down, or next you can go up to 2 kg, 3 kg, 5 kg also. That will help you to strengthen your diaphragm. So practice this. I am just showing, this is one roller pillow. You see how it is raised. You have to keep it on the abdomen and breathe in. It has to be raised up, then down. Wantedly you make it that effort. Inhale and exhale. This you have to practice a lot for your betterment. This has to be done in a proper way so that your lungs and your diaphragm get strengthened. Another method, you have to just lie down on your prone line and keep your hands below the chin, Niralambasana. In this posture, bring your hands near and legs may be separate or together. Now breathe in, breathe out, same. Now due to that breathing, you see, wantedly, you create a pressure on your abdomen and your this back is raised. You see, this back has to raise up. Then it goes down. Up and down movement with breathing. And this asana, you know, now the COVID patients and doctors are also advising. But you practice this before only, you can prevent that problems. Nice breathing practice. Okay, so now you can relax yourself. I have given these two techniques to improve your breathing capacity and make you sure that you are doing your deep breaths, not short breaths. Make a habit of it. Whenever you are sitting, standing, traveling in the metro where there is a fresh air, you try to do this abdominal breathing. Breathe in abdomen, belly out, breathe out, belly in. This practice you make it so that your when you do pranayama or any other, your breathing becomes more longer and deeper. Now slowly get up and sit. धीरे से उठकर बैठ जाएंगे. Please sit straight. Now after sitting straight, you can adopt any posture. Within 3-4 minutes, 5 minutes maximum, we will come to an end of this session. You can sit in Padmasana, you can sit in Sukhasana, or you can sit in Vajrasana. Any of the posture, whichever is convenient to you. A small technique of breathing, you all, most of you know it, but you can learn. Close your right hand, first 2 fingers. Make a Nasagra Mudra, left hand in the Chin Mudra. And close your right nostril with your thumb. Breathe out from your left. Now slowly breathe in a long breathing. Already you learned abdomen should come out. Breathe out and release from the right. Your abdomen should be little contraction. Chest also expand. Breathe in when you are inhaling. Start from abdomen. Chest expands. Abdomen comes to normal state. And then breathe out from other. And abdomen goes inside. The sound should be little in beginning, then no sound. Breathe in slow, breathe out slow. Breathe in slow, alternately, Nadi Shodhana or Nadi Shuddhi or Anuloma Viloma. There are different names given to us. Technically, we call it as a only breathing exercise. More learning in that, it becomes pranayama later. There are some conditions for pranayama. Very simple, anybody can do. Breathe in left, breathe out right, breathe in right, breathe out left. Alternate. This alternate breathing balances your brain, your nervous system, everything in your body, the energy balance. Relax. Just I gave you 3-4 rounds. You have to do for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Now keep your eyes closed. You can do one more breathing that is called as Shitali, cooling pranayam or cooling breath. Make your mouth round and make your tongue round. Inhale through the mouth exhale through the nose. Inhale through the mouth, exhale through the nose. 2-3 times. It feels cooling effect to your body. Those who get a lot of sleep, particularly students, they have the complaint, padne ko baith rahe sir, I am studying and get to sleep. So if this is done properly, particularly in summer more, it will help a lot to get rid of that unnecessary sleep. Now relax yourself, just 1 minute, be silent, observe your breathing, focus on your breath in and out slowly. Inhale, slowly exhale. A more description and learning, because this whole process takes a time to learn. We have a courses, certified courses in this, which are recognized by State Board of Technical Education, 6 months and 1 year. Soon we may be introducing many in Telangana, we don't have, but now slowly it may be introduced by new vice chancellors of some universities. The PG, diploma and MSc and all such yoga courses. Outside another states are there. So you can take help of our organization. Concentrate on breathing. You can repeat any one word like Om, anything whichever you feel better in your mind. Along with breathing or see the breathing. This will become slowly concentration and converts into meditation. If you are doing properly till now, I guarantee you, now only you can change immediately some into your body and mind. Slow inhalation, slow exhalation. Now you have to inhale fully Brahmari. Brahmari is humming bee sound. Even the corona people, they have researched now, there are a lot of videos coming. Nitrous oxide is necessary to have the removal of corona and all that, it is told by scientists. And that nitrous oxide naturally is produced through this Brahmari practice, this sound, humming bee sound. Breathe in, mouth is closed. That ma sound is done here. Somebody may say the more clarity if you say how the lips will close. That way you have to say for a long time. Breathe in. One more time, breathe in. This improves a lot to your breathing capacity, lungs capacity. Breathe in. Now just listen that. If anybody wants, you can do with closing your ears and eyes also. But this is also good. Without that also you can feel. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Rub your palms, massage your eyes and face, open your eyes and look at your palms. A thanks to that Almighty, that God who is giving us all this chance to be into this session and do our works in the life. And I am very glad to be with you all. And once again, I would like to request everyone, please adopt this system of yoga through your life, making your life more beautiful. Life is beautiful. It is not in our hands how to die. It is in our hands how to live. Many people they say, "अरे मरना है मर जाएंगे." अरे मरना किसी के हाथ में नहीं. Even if you jump from a big building, you may not die. You may get fractured. You may be in the hospital. You will be crying for death, but you cannot die. But living is in our hands. So live peacefully. Particularly for Corona, I would like to say, don't get panic. First you practice it. You won't get. By chance, if you get some infection, you'll recover very quickly. Don't get panic. Improve your immune system. These all practices which small way I gave it today and explanation. Try to understand and be part of a yoga anywhere, wherever you get a chance. We have our courses and all that. I am ready to spare my services, whatever required in the future when with the particularly St.Ann's College. We are ready to help you out in any way for your students, your staff, particularly the staff members. They suffer a lot. They have a lot of problems because they have to work here, go back home, and same responsibility they have to take at home also, particularly the women group. So it will be very nice if they adopt these practices, and I hope so. I try to explain some of the facts, some of the things in my way. If anything, questions or any doubts or suggestions are welcome. Another 2-3 minutes we can have a little interaction, or you are all welcome to our WhatsApp number, which you can get it, that is 888 666 5690. Very easy number, 888 666 5690. That WhatsApp you can put it to me. I can put any informations to you. And this WhatsApp number why I am giving, because after this immediately 5 o'clock we have another session which is organized by our organization on this occasion. So you can be a part of that, wherein we are going to talk on the more breathing works, what I gave a small example out of it. So thank you, the whole management, Sri Devi Madam, and all other staff members, principal, and the students of St.Anne's College for giving us this chance. Dhanyavad. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. We are now open for a small Q&A session. If you are unable to speak from your audio, if you are unable to access your audio, you can type your messages in the chat box and we'll be able to access. I'll be able to read a few questions from the chat box if you have any questions that you need to ask. Sir, could you give your number once again so that I could type it in the
in the chat box.
Yes, sir, I can type it in the chat box.
Yes. Because WhatsApp is a medium where we can contact very easily nowadays.
Yes, sir. Could you repeat your number, please, sir?
888 666 56.
Okay.
888 666 5690.
Right. So I'll just type that for everyone's see.
So if anybody has any questions, we can.
666
Somebody raised hand. Somebody raised hand once you check.
We have a question here from Apollina. I have a wrist ganglion since May 2019. Is there any exercise for that? For the wrist, I think, sir.
Wrist joint we have in yogic sukshma vyayama, that direct it may not affect immediately, but it will definitely, if you take like this movements are there, this maybe your doctor might have shown you in all this, and there are some these exercises with the hand, but they will help a lot, little. You have to go through a total body, and you can approach us, because we cannot give the full solution now, but definitely you can get rid of those problems.